Hey you, I'm the Queen of Shade. Welcome to the interview. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit my Cash App to support your favorite content creator. Now let's get to the interview. Mwah.
The Queen of Shade. Let me tell you something. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too.
Salutations, Dufos. This is your fabulous leader, the Queen of Shade, coming to you with another special presentation. Moving forward, speaking to amazing people that do amazing things in the world, helping us to grow and become better as we listen to their stories. It's just been a journey for me, and I'm enjoying it so much. This is my 160th interview since November, and I would like to thank everyone for graciously lending themselves to my platform, to my vision, to my endeavor. And I'm eternally grateful. So having said all of that, I have someone that you need to meet tonight. This young man is very special. He's also very patient because we had a call time. We had a time set, and I'm turning 40, so my doctor's prescribing new medications and things, and I was late, but you know, it only take me a minute to beat my face and throw in a wig, so we made it. So without further ado, let's talk to the Skin King of ATL, Mr. Marciano King. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
First of all, I just want to say thank you so much, because you didn't see my text messages earlier, but I believe that things happen for a reason.
Absolutely.
So this was supposed to happen today. And I started feeling better, and I was like, you know what, let me text him back and tell him that I'm feeling better. And then I just FaceTimed you. I'm just like, look, so you got to see me before all this. Most people do. I don't mind that. But you also got to see that it took me less than 30 minutes to make that face, because I don't do, like, I have fashion as a background. I don't do all the baking and the contouring and things like that. As a fashion model, we have to have those bones. It's the bone structure. We have to, we have to look like that. It has to be in the canvas, so I don't have to do too much. So I just greased up and put on a pretty, ensemble, and threw a wig on and some earrings and some lipstick and here. So thank you so much for your patience, because I was late. You were on time. So I just want to say thank you.
Yes, and you were on time as well. This is your show.
I still don't like to have people listen. The last thing I will ever do in my entire career is have somebody wait on me. I'm not for it. I'm not for it. They tell me, oh, you're the Queen of Shade, you're a diva, but I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm a man in a wig and a dress. And I don't like, because I don't like to wait, like on people. If we have a set time, it's about professionalism, and our people have a tendency to be on time.
Our time.
So, yes. So I just thank you so much. I'm gonna leave it alone now, but you were very gracious. So, Mr. Skin King, how are you this evening?
I am wonderful. Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful to be here with you today. I'm just, wow. When I hit you up, I said, I was just playing at first. I was like, you know what? Let me see what's going on here. And you hit me up the same day.
Huh?
I'm like, wow. But I have been following you for so long.
Really?
For so long,
I didn't know that. You're see, this is a classic case. You've never spoken to me before.
Yes, I have.
You did, because even
not in real life.
I was gonna say, because in our like in DMs, it shows you messages that have gone for. We didn't have no messages.
We really didn't have no messages, but under your posting over the years, yes.
Okay.
But you have been talking to me though, under my posting. you know, so yes.
No, because like I listen, especially in that comment section. I'm queen of that comment section.
Oh, you be getting it.
Yeah, I need to be called the queen of the comment section because I don't allow any negativity. Like it was so funny. I'm new to TikTok, and you know I'm kind of like taking a break from Instagram to build other platforms because I was there exclusively for 6 years, and everybody's like, "Well, why? This bitch is verified on Instagram. She ain't got no followers on Twitter. She ain't got no followers." It was because I was exclusively on Instagram. That was where I went viral there, and that's where I stayed. But TikTok is booming now. My TikTok is growing, and it's just so funny because like I'll see like I had somebody say something last night and I started laughing to myself. Like I really did bust a gut in my bed because I'm laying there and I'm just like, these people think they can say whatever they want to say and like you're not going to
get away with
them,
it.
block them, erase it. So it's just really funny. So yeah, I stay on them comment sections because I just don't like negativity, especially for new people coming. I just don't like negativity, especially when you read it and especially under such powerful work. You and I both do powerful work, so I just don't tolerate the who is this and you need to do. Nah, I don't tolerate that.
Right.
I will get rid of that real quick and it'll be right as rain in 2 seconds. So you were saying that you sweat like a pastor.
I do, like I'm giving a good sermon tonight. Oh my Lord.
Well, I'm so excited for it. So let's jump right into it. Where were you born and where did you grow up?
Okay, I was born overseas. My father was in the military, England. So off the Air Force Base there. Moved to Georgia after my parents had separated for a minute. Moved to Georgia with my mom. Yeah. Her family down in Warner Robins, Georgia. It's the country. Yeah. So I'm here.
Doing your thing, huh?
Doing my thing. Never thought this moment would happen, but yes, I'm here.
You know what? That is so amazing because, some people, they have to go around the whole world to find their niche and what they're supposed to do. And usually it's right in their own backyard, like the book, The Alchemist says. So like, I like the fact that you stayed in Atlanta, you stayed in Georgia. And you're like, I'm going to build a business here. I'm going to go and I'm going to be an entrepreneur here. And that is so amazing because I won't do that in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is not ready for this. So that's why I go Europe and things like that because, my city is very close-minded. We have we have a heavy gay presence. I'm not gonna lie. We have a heavy gay presence. Most of them are younger than I am. They're not my contemporaries. Right. I'll be 40 in September. So, they're not my contemporaries. They're much younger. So usually they're coming from the colleges because we have like art colleges here.
Yeah, great artists. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have that. So that's where they're coming from. But yeah, the scene ain't ready for this because they're like, okay, well, you're not doing drag. No, it's not drag. I'm a transvestite. They're like, okay, well, they're just not ready for that. And then, getting up there and I have this thing where I know that I can be comical, but nothing that I do is comical. I'm very serious about everything I do. If I said you can make it, I meant it. If I said that you could change your life, I meant it. And I see no comedy in that. But I've had to get used to people saying, oh, you're so funny. And I'm just like,
it's not. I'm being serious.
Right? But I just leave it for what it is. But my outlets are better served in Europe. And I mean, I have a large following in Atlanta. I do. I have a large following.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. You do. The girls down there love me. They love me. So you're down there in Atlanta. I kind of jumped ahead with starting about the business, but you went to school down there. Did you do university there as well?
So I went to Stillman College in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Okay.
That's where I went to college. But for the skincare to be an esthetician, I went to school here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
Yes.
So what did you study in Tuscaloosa? And then what prompted the change to esthetician?
Good. So what I studied in Stillman College was history, secondary education. Yeah. I wanted to become a teacher. That's something I love doing. I love to teach. Yeah. So what really got me into doing skincare, I always had good skin. Yeah. But at one point in time, love, my skin just went another route. And I did not know what to do about it. So I went to the dermatologist. Yes. They gave me medication. It worked. But every time it was time for me to go back to, for my appointment, it broke out again.
Wow.
So I went to this young lady, Diamond Faces. I'm not sure if you heard of her here in Atlanta, Georgia. Her name is Shay Shay. Okay. And I went to her. She gave me the Microdermabrasion, enzyme peel. And I said, wait a minute. I see some results here. Okay. So I went to her and I didn't even know what she was. I didn't know anything about no esthetician. I just thought, girl, you just do people's skin and keep it moving.
Right.
And that's what she did. And I asked her what she was. So I started, practicing on my skin myself. And I did go to a Black-owned esthetician school here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's up from here.
But you know what? That's so good, because that's one thing about Georgia, especially Atlanta. You get so many bright Black people, men and women, coming, and they're opening businesses and setting up shop and teaching each other. And it really is the Black Mecca. It really is for us. It really is the Black Mecca. Sorry, I had a hair in my mouth. But no, I threw on this wig quick, so But
it was the flip.
Yeah, I literally did. I flipped her on, brushed her out. Yeah, so I had a little in my mouth. But no, but that is really beautiful, because I've heard, I hear a lot of people say, for especially Black people, they move to Atlanta and it's up from there. They love it, they enjoy it, they find themselves there, they find their tribes there, they find their families there. It's just everybody. Even I was seeing a man back, I want to say before 10 years ago, because I've been celibate for 10 years, but I was seeing a man and he up in Atlanta and he never looked back. I just know so many. But the thing about it for me, and I have to be honest, is I was always ridiculed for my effeminacy and my oddities by Black people. So I just didn't feel too comfortable, going to an all Black city, like that. And I mean, it's not all Black, there are other races there, but I had already been through it my whole life, the whole, church and grown men, picking on a child that's effeminate. I just didn't want that anymore. So, I did, now mind you, get this, I'm not dumb. I did come to Atlanta in 2018 to record my album.
Okay.
when I needed help, I sought out a Black sister. Yes, I did.
Absolutely.
You see, so it's not like I'm turning my back on my people or not spending my money with my people. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that's something. So explain to us a little more what esthetician is, what an esthetician does.
Okay. So
how is it different from dermatology? I'm sorry. And how is it different from dermatology?
Very different, because dermatologists, you have to deal with all types of prescribe a medication. You actually telling that client or that patient, you got to say patient, dermatologist. Yeah. Dermatologist has patients. I have clients. Okay. That's the difference. Yeah. But they prescribe, they tell you, oh, this is what's going on with your skin. I can tell you what's going on with your skin, but I can't diagnose it for you. Right. So that's what a dermatologist. And as far as I can work in the dermatologist facility, right. But I cannot do what the doctor or the RN can do. You get what I'm saying? I'm kind of like the what they call the nurse assistant.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I get you. But I would venture to say, with you dealing with skin for so long, because you've been doing this a while, right?
For a while. I've been doing this for going on, I would say over 8 years now.
Wow. So if you see something with skin, you know what it is, and you can tell them, go see your dermatologist.
Go see that dermatologist before you come to me. Yeah. Before you lay in my bed, hey, I need to go to the dermatologist first, let them diagnose, and they're going to tell you, hey, this is what Marciano can do for you. Yeah. This is what I would do for you. Wow. But esthetician, I'm dealing with the skin all day. Now, this is not my 9 to 5. My 9 to 5, I'm in property management.
Okay, listen. Listen. But see, you listen. The only thing better than money is more money, honey. The
Absolutely.
only thing better than money is more money. So I ain't listen. Continue.
So as an esthetician, I'm dealing with the skin. I'm dealing with telling you, hey, this is what I feel like your diet should be to help you out. Because what you put in is what you are.
Yeah.
And we tell that to all of our clients. I can put you on a skincare regimen. I can tell you these are the different types of systems we have for you in place as an esthetician, like a microdermabrasion, chemical peel, enzyme peel, the LED light, all that good jazz that we do in our field. Yeah. And people now are doing teeth whitening, which we don't supposed to do, but they doing it. I do it. Yeah. They do a lot of cosmetics. Some estheticians do a lot of cosmetics. Yeah. I choose not to go that way because I don't want to get in trouble. Right. Even though you have to sign a waiver, but still at the same time, no, I don't want those problems. Yeah. Because when state board come in and they see what you're doing cosmetically, Mr. Belvin, what's going on here? Yeah.
So it's not really cosmetic. It really is an alternative to healthy skin. It really is to help. See, and that's so interesting because get this, I used to have, Black men, some of us, most of us, our beards, our hairs, they grow in curly. You know this, they grow in curly. So what was happening with me was I wasn't I can't grow a full beard. I wasn't like growing a lot of hair, but when I started to grow hair, it was more so on my neck. And what happened was because it was curling, I was getting a lot of ingrown hairs and a lot of bumps on my neck. My doctor, I actually went to my primary care physician at that time. It was a woman, and she had taken courses, and she was able to give me laser hair removal treatment. And that's what happened. And I started, I'm due to go back, but it really, for years, it cleared up my skin. Because I used to have, like, you could see from where the hairs were, the bumps and things under the makeup. And then when I take my makeup off, you would be like, oh God, what's going on? You're a model, like what's going on? And I didn't have the answer to that because it was like, it came out of nowhere for me. It happened as I started to get older. But my primary care physician at that time, she was able to get me in there, and I did like 6 or 7 laser hair removal treatments. I think I paid her $1,700, and literally my skin, I'll never forget my best girlfriend. Shout out to my girl, Kara McPherson. She's my best friend. She's a singer, gifted woman, designer, really a fashion designer, makes her own clothes. It's just crazy. But one time I went to it was a pride event, a pride function here in the city of Philadelphia, because that's where I am. And she was seeing me because I really, as the queen of shade, I don't come out. I don't go out. I'm the entrepreneur. So it's not just in front of the camera. I'm running this shit behind the scenes. So I just don't have time. Yeah, I don't have the time to fraternize. But she was seeing me, and this was after my laser hair removal treatment. And she ran up on me and she put her nose right here and she was like, bitch, your skin looks motherfucking fabulous. And I looked at her, I'm like, and she was so close to me, but this is my girl. So I'm just like,
what's up?
She was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I have laser removal. She was like it really, like, a lot of people don't realize that those kinds of techniques will really help improve the skin. Because honestly, from fashion, I don't do too much to my skin. Usually I will, after I wash my face, and I don't use soap on my face, I'll use some kind of I'll use some kind of moisturizing cleanser or something like that. But then after that, to put the moisture back in, I go right to the Queen Helene cocoa butter. The cream in the big dish that you could get at Walmart for $5. And then I put that in my hand, and that is literally how I keep my skin. And people are like, oh my God, what do you do? What do you do? And I'm just like, I've been, and I get it. I went through all the ridicule and all that as a youngster. Oh, you're so shiny. Oh, you're so shiny. I didn't care nothing about that shine. Like that shine, it saved my face and everything. I use it on everything. This is like baby oil, but cocoa butter on my face, cocoa butter. And I go on about my day. I don't think anything about it. So in a week, because this is the thing, I want to say in a week, what's the number of clients do you see, but I don't really want to say that. I want to say in the Black community, do you, okay, I got to say it like this. Do you,
Say it like it. Be
okay,
real.
okay. Do you see a lot of fucked up skin?
You know what? Over the years or within, that's a good one. Because you know what? I have ran into some that have had bad skin, you know, real messed up skin.
Yeah.
And what I had to do, and they wanted to do a chemical peel first. And I said, baby, I can't do that. I can't do that at first. We got to work in steps.
Yeah.
We got to work, you know, and some will leave me. My sisters will leave me like, hey, he didn't want to do my a chemical peel. Well, go down to Buckhead and see what happens. Yeah. And then one of the girls came back to me and she was like, oh my gosh, you were really telling me right, but she had real bad skin. So she started coming back to me and she started seeing the process. It's a process when it comes to that type of skin. Some people like, say for instance, you came to me, Omar, all I can do is get a facial, an enzyme peel. And you probably don't even have to come see me till probably the next second or third month. Because you have real good skin. You know, you do. You have beautiful skin.
I'm blessed, but my heart goes out to people because, you know, your face is the first thing that everybody sees.
Yes.
And then your smile. And I've seen, and the thing is, I've seen people, and this is the thing, you know, being in fashion, I can spot a gorgeous bone structure in a moment. So to see that, and then to see the issue, and this has a point, to see the issues that they have, and for them to not be able to afford care or treatment. And, you know, because a lot of people, a dermatologist, that's a specialist. Your healthcare, that's a specialist. You got to pay specialist prices to go see a dermatologist. So it's like, so, you know, people are blessed when they can go see an esthetician and they have good enough skin that you can begin to work with them. Now, I know you ain't cheap. Now, this is the thing. I know you ain't cheap. Listen, beauty and healthcare and hair care, the stuff ain't cheap. So,
not at all.
But the thing is, it's cheaper than a dermatologist. But if you need a dermatologist, you gotta go see a dermatologist.
Gotta go see a dermatologist. Absolutely.
Oh wow. Okay, here's my question. Do you see a lot of men?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Since I last year, the year before last, I used to post more of, you know, hey, men care, skin care, come see me, come see me, come see me.
Yeah.
I do see a lot of men.
Okay.
Football players.
Yes. Getting that skin right.
Getting their skin right to come in, their chest. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm boy crazy. That's what my bestie says. She always tells me, she says, boy, you are boy crazy. I've been boy crazy all my life.
All your life, right.
All my life. But that's really good because, you know, for them to know that you're that good at what you do, you know, word gets out and it's like, no, you gotta go see him. Yeah, you gotta go see him. He do. And that's another thing that I love about Atlanta, because you have so many different social classes of Black people. And that's something that really in America, we don't have, because social classes for Black people are non-existent. There are social classes for Caucasians and other races. But for Blacks, it's either you hood, you live in the suburbs, or you're rich. Like and I mean, those are social classes, but they're not real. Like a Black man, you can, and that's another thing, where we go and what we do. You could run up on a man in a club, you in a nice dress, and you meet him and he buy you a drink and you just thinking, oh, he chilling and he's rich. Or he can buy you a drink and not have bus fare for Monday morning.
Right.
Like with Black, you don't know what you're getting, as opposed to a lot of other races. No, they all got the same thing. They're all springboarded the same way. Yeah. You don't know what you're getting. And I talk to women about that with dating. You got to ask a man up front. You know, I've always heard, especially from the elite, you know, people in my life that are elite, they're always like, it's impolite to ask a person what they do. But especially for Black people, it's like the first question that should be asked. What do you do?
What do you
Especially,
do?
especially in your business and mine, because we have to determine whether or not you're gonna be able to afford us. And I'm not talking about from a dating standpoint. I'm talking about from a product or service standpoint.
Right.
I need to know your budget. You know, they look at you crazy when you say, "What's your budget, sweetheart? What's your
I
budget?"
get a lot of that.
Yeah, what's your budget? You know, and we do that sometimes. Oh, well, there's a payment plan. We're running a special, you know, but I am so glad that people like you, people that I've talked to and spoken to, our community as a whole, Blacks, we are really thriving. Despite what they are saying on the news, we are thriving. We are entrepreneurs and we are doing it. And my hat is off to you, because for you to have your hand in, you know, so many different urns in the fire, you know, is a blessing, because it's not enough to do one thing anymore, especially as a Black person. It's not. Like for me, I'm in entertainment. Music don't sell the way it used to. No, I got music, I got merchandise. I sell t-shirts, I do all that. They're like, what the fuck? Yes, I do that. Then I offer product and services. You can come lay on my couch. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist, but I can life coach you. I can mentor you. I can help you make some difficult decisions. But my hat is off to Black people. I just love us so much, because we kicking ass out here and taking names.
We are thriving. We are getting it.
Yeah.
We are.
Yes. So tell us, let me back up a little bit. Are you an only child?
No, I'm not the only child. I'm the baby boy. But I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers. So yes.
Ooh, it's a lot of y'all.
It's a lot of us.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good though. Are you all very close? This is my last personal question about the
Now that's good. We are all close. The only thing is, close as, you know, I have not came out to my family yet.
Ooh, and you doing you doing the cool shades. You doing the Queen of Shades.
I know, but we close.
Oh. Why you just drop that bomb on me? I'm like, wait a minute. We're gonna make sure everybody see this. We're gonna be marketing it everywhere. I'm like, oh Lord, okay, well, continue. You got the floor. You said I haven't come out close. That's where you were. Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted.
But but no, we close, but I just haven't came out. I think my sister may know. Yeah. A lot of people say my mom, she don't know. I was married.
Yeah. Wow.
To a girl. I was married to a woman. You know, with military. So, you know, but she did have questions then, like, okay, hey, are you? And I didn't come out to her then. I had a chance to do it, but I didn't.
Okay.
But I'm thinking about coming out to her though soon. I think I owe it to my mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is different.
Now here we go. So you haven't come out. So
here we go.
Yeah. So you are a part of the LGBTQIAP community, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's it. We gonna leave that. Listen, and my thing is, you never know what a person's doing until they tell you. I have met straight drag queens.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Straight drag queens. Yes. Men that do illusion for a living. Listen, I know, it ain't nothing new to me. I did videos about it. I had interviews. I know men that are gay for pay. They're only gay for the money.
Absolutely.
This is in my sphere. This is in my circle. This is what I'm doing. So it's not a shock to me. It's just that this is such a public platform, and we got a lot of bitches that say they ain't watching, but they watching.
They watching.
Yeah, they watching. So
everybody's watching.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to get out there before you were ready to actually, come out. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so moving right along. But wait, see. You said you were married. How long were you married?
So we were married for good 8 years. It was like 8 to 10 years because I remember when we got married, the day we got married, the time, it's crazy. And so as soon as she got out of the military, she married a female. And yeah, that's what it was all about. Yeah.
Wow.
We grew up together and all kinds. So
Wow. But you know what? Yeah, yeah. That's how see, I love that you said that because that's what happens nowadays. You got a lot of gay men that are ending up with women because they've known them all their lives. They feel like they can tell them anything. They feel like they can handle, being with them, and sex is not even a problem.
at all.
Because they know them. They know them. And that really is, see, that's a new thing to introduce to the world via this platform is that, yeah, people always say, oh, straight men going gay. Well, gay men can go straight too. Like, it's not the other way around. Yeah, it's not the other way around. They need to understand that. You got plenty of men that may identify in their mind as gay and still be very comfortable and able. Like my grandmother used to say that to me all the time because I used to be one of the ones that was shocked. She said, gay men have children. Well, I don't know why the world look at them crazy when it's like, and then, the next question, did you have them naturally? And it's like, bitch, do I look like I can afford in vitro fertilization?
Okay.
Do I look like I'm paying for in vitro?
Right.
Right. So that was just it. That was all I had on that one. So yeah, that was it. So being in Atlanta, you have your business in Atlanta, property management in Atlanta. I mean, that's an amazing mecca, especially for Black people. Do you travel much? Do you get to go, are you one of those people that like to travel outside the country?
Yes, I do like to travel outside of the country.
Well,
I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it in a while, but I love to travel. Especially being in property management, I'm always traveling to my different sites, which is either in South Carolina, Florida, or back here in Georgia. So yeah, I do a lot of traveling.
Listen here, you do a lot of traveling, but excuse me, can you hand me that bag, please? Because he's getting to a bag. Okay, everybody, do we hear that? He's getting to a bag. Actually, several of them. I just wanted to make sure the walls heard me. I just wanted to make sure the walls heard me getting to a bag. But that's just so beautiful, like to be flourishing. Like, God, that's why I do what I do. Because I'm so glad I was able to not feel like I felt earlier and feel nauseous from the medicine and drowsy, and then it lift so that we could do this, because there's just so much here. Like you're really doing it. You're really like living your life. So, okay, property management, esthetician. Do you foresee opening up maybe because this is the thing, not just one location, but in property management already, are you looking to have a chain of places where you could, offer these services, or are you comfortable being where you are? Because some people dream like that. And then some people, I want a fleet of this, I want stores, I want this, I want that. I'm not like that, but some people are.
No, I like where I'm at in this place.
Yeah.
As an esthetician, as property management, but I do want to build a school, a cosmetology, just a beauty school, cosmetology, barbering, nail tech, and also esthetician.
Yeah.
So I do want to do that in the upcoming year, soon, probably 3 years from now.
See, listen to you got goals and you got deadlines, you got dates. But what was so funny is when you said nail tech, we're seeing an influx, and I think it's probably always been there, but never publicized. We're seeing a lot more African-American women.
Yes.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more. There's one of my, there's a young lady, I'm gonna shout her out now. She's a rapper, she's a music artist, and she's an amazing lyricist. She also is a nail technician, and she has her own business. Her name is Lady Bling.
Okay.
Yeah, she's somewhere in the South. She's one of my mentees. And like like when I tell you, she like, because she could do the long, the long nails, stiletto nails, and all the shapes and different colors, and studs and stuff that you want,
Yes.
right? So get this, she took it a step further and has them, but she sells like in different stores the press-on versions. The press-on versions of those long stiletto nails with the bling and stuff on them. You can actually buy a set for your hands, like they used to have the Leon press-on nails, and you can press on. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Isn't that? But when she did it, I freaked out because I was like, I'm old enough to remember the Leon press-on nails. I'm old enough to remember those things. So yeah, look, you like, oh, hold on. But yeah, so Lady Bling, shout out to her. She was the first, nail tech that I ever met that was Black. And I'm like, I think I met one before with my bestie. I think she did take me to a shop and there was a Black nail technician in there. But yeah, no, I just love it because, tonight we talk about businesses and we're talking about, life and things like that. So I will say, I usually don't ask this question, but with you being so busy, do you find time for recreation? And I mean romance. That's a yes or no question. That's not a deep question. I don't need you to tell me, we don't need to be in your business. We need to drink water and mind it. But yeah.
It's fine. Romance. Ooh. When was the last time to be romance?
Exactly. Okay. Now I'm the same way. It's been 10 years.
Have I tried? Yes. But as far as romance, no.
Yeah.
Over like 2 to 3. This is so hard here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us here.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to find that one.
See, that was what I was getting to. Because in Atlanta, there are so many of us, but I know so many singles. And I want you to tell me, because you're there, is it because people are too picky? Or is it because genuinely everybody's doing their own thing and people are just not clicking? Compatibility is just not high.
The compatibility is not high. Everyone, picky.
Okay.
Yes, it's very picky. Versus if I go to South Carolina, especially when I was in South Carolina, I had guys hit me up and say, "Hey, let's do this, let's do that." Yeah. But here in Georgia, you got to look a certain way. You got to be like this.
Oh wow, that's something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone called me.
Yeah. You're back. No. So yeah, isn't that something? Because even even with dating here in Philadelphia, literally I started working out, got a big old body, and I'm only 5'11". I had a nice body and things like that. After I got the body, I could have whatever I wanted. It was like crazy. But then I had too much of it. And then I went celibate for 10 years because I had too much of it, but even then, being a person that likes to establish deep connections, it wasn't enough. And it's so funny now because I have you followed me. I got all these men now. I got all right. I got all these, right? They all gorgeous. They work out. They athletic. No, I'm just their friend. I'm just their friend. And I'm kind of like a guardian angel. I just kind of watch for them and make sure that they're being treated well in the world. Because if they're not, then the world is going to hear from me. And that's kind of what it is. I'm the mama bear of all.
About to say the mama bear.
Yup, of all the boys, I'm the mama bear. Don't tell me something happened. You went for an audition and they did this or he did that. You went to see a photographer and he did this and he did that. No. I'm not for that. Then you have a problem with me. So yeah, it's more of a protection thing for me. And also, there's no rush on me because I got all the boys. If you you don't have to have them physically. But if I got your heart, what else do I need? These men love me. They love me. So I don't need to sweat out my wig. even though even though I don't have sex in wigs, but I don't need to sweat out my wig and get on the end of something, on the tip of something, and do somersaults and cartwheel. I don't need to do all that. I have them in a way that most people will never have them. And the first thing of that is I have their respect. I have their respect. Yeah. Yes. So, I don't want to part with that. Sex comes sometimes, and I did a lot of it. So trust me, before 10 years ago, I had a lot of it. I know you follow me, so but it's but at the end of the day, sex is just sex.
Sex is just sex, and it's like whatever now. I'm like,
and I've heard that in Atlanta a lot. A lot of guys are, you would think, oh, it's this and that, and this is that. No, it's a lot of guys not having sex. It's guys having sex. Yeah, they doing it for everybody. But there's a lot not, because they're looking for something else. They're looking for something else. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the type that friends are, I even have very few friends. I can count my friends on one hand. Yeah, I can count my friends on one hand. It's just, especially doing this whole brand and business and establishment, I don't need too many people around me. I can count my friends on one hand, and two of them are my grandmother.
So when I said my brothers on one thumb, and then my other four friends. So that's it.
My grandmother's holding two spots on one hand. She holding two spots. Yeah, that's her. She holding two spots. So my God, do you think, well, you're doing so well in Atlanta, and you travel to Carolina as well, the Carolinas as well. Would you ever see yourself, or have you ever gone, tried the North, been to the North, like New York or anything like that?
No, I haven't been to New York in so long, but I used to live in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
The dating seemed awesome.
Oh, okay, good. Men
I
of
love
caliber, men of caliber, men that did things, men that went to college, men that got businesses. New York is. I like New York because it's urban. I like the environment. I like the countryside, but I like New York because everything is downtown. Everything is there. But after a while, it kind of it gets old. It gets old. Yeah, it gets old. I don't even too much go into the inner city of Philadelphia much. I don't. Everything I need is within driving distance, the market, the doctor, everything. And I do the Walmart. I don't know. And you know what it is? I think that's just the entrepreneurship. All of us are so busy.
So busy, I'm busy.
Building our empires that we are all it's kind of funny. And the reason why I'm going this way is because I'm hearing it again. We are all the same way. We are all focused on our legacies, our bags, so it's we don't even want to, no, we good. I'm good, baby. I'm good. I don't need that.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
That's how I am. Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. And I have get it because I have the boys. Now, don't get me wrong. I got all the kinds of naked pictures in my phone and on my computer. They sent them to me. I know all the porn stars. I see all the work, but it's
okay.
But it's just and I look at it okay, that was a good scene. You're doing well. When's your next one? Stay out there in front of the people. I'm giving advice. Stay out there in front of the people.
Right.
You got to do it this way.
You're doing good.
Yeah. Zoom in next time. I'm doing that. So
a little arch here or there.
Yeah. I'm doing that now. So anyways, moving right on along. So hobbies, because you are a man that is about his bag and about his business, and you have limited friends like I do. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do when you are not? Because I can imagine, because this is the thing, the bag keep us busy all the time.
All the time.
So I really don't have too many hobbies, except for, what do? I get in my bed, I dim the lights because I like candlelight. So I dim the lights and I watch BBC programming. So I watch my grandmother's old programming, like Rosemary and Thyme, which is a murder show, murder mystery, Midsummer Murders, which is a murder mystery. Those kind of things. Or I watch Disney Plus. That's my hobby. That's my hobby. That's my hobby. What are your hobbies?
My my hobbies, I'm gonna be honest. How should I say this? I'm fat. So I love sushi. I love going to the love going to the sushi bar.
Yay.
So that's something I love doing. I do go to the gym. I do get a couple of my friends. We go out to the park, Pima Park in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Have some fun. But I'm more of, if I have free time, let's go get some sushi, girls.
Yes.
And drink.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So so you really like to let your hair down and just relax and vibe with good people. What's your birth sign?
I am a Leo.
A Leo. That's why I'm a Libra. I get along with Leos. Yeah, I get along with Leos. But you guys are also very spiritually connected and good about the bag. Like good about the bag. Y'all good about the bag. Y'all make sure you have. And also you protect everybody you love.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, and protection goes a long way with your finance, with your presence, with like you're there. So my God. So yeah, so backing back up, after how long was esthetician school? Because I forgot to say that, because there might be people that might be interested.
So you do a course for 9 to 1 year.
Okay.
It depends on what school you go to.
Yeah.
And, how well you are. If it's something that you want to do, you want to be a part-time student.
Yeah.
Part-time student, it may be a whole year.
Okay.
You do a full-time student, it'll take like 6 to 9 months, basically. Okay. It took me at least 9. I want to say about 9 months.
Okay.
And I was done.
And when you were in there, did they have you actually working on people, or was it like the dolls or stuff like that?
So no, you do have a mannequin.
Okay.
But you will work on your classmates. You will work on whatever clients they got coming in for the day. Because it was a barber, cosmetology, nail, and what else? It was an esthetician. So it was all 4 of us in there. Clients will come in from the outside, get their nails done, skin done, all that good stuff. How
do they prepare you to do a microdermabrasion? Because I've seen them and it'd be blood on the skin. There'd be blood on the skin. I'm like, oh my God, it's blood on the skin.
Have you ever felt on sandpaper?
Yes.
Before?
Yes.
So microdermabrasion is similar to that technique.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's not harmful and it's not harsh to the skin.
Okay.
Now, some people say it tickles, and some people feel like the suction, because there's a vacuum that tries to, take the dead skin, once it go across your skin. So yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. But this is really good stuff, because a lot of our celebrities, a lot of, famous people are really big into skincare, and they're getting these treatments and making sure that they're staying, so this is a really good industry to be in. Like, seriously. Yeah. Because you got a lot of, I can't imagine clientele ever waning. Like I can't.
No.
I can't. I'm really proud of you. You down there doing your thing in Hotlanta. That's what
I'm making it happen.
You're making it happen for real. My God, like that. But that really is that's something. Do you see? Would you add to what you've done? Like I want to say, like you said, like doing like laser hair removal and stuff like that, or is that already a part of what you do?
So you do have to be licensed. You do got to go to school for that.
Okay.
Estheticians don't really supposed to do hair removals.
Okay.
But we do, only hair removal that we do would be like waxing, something similar to that. But we do have some estheticians out here that do that. I don't knock them for that, but I do have some, I do have an esthetician that do the hair removal at the spa. Yes. Okay. But when I do it, no.
Okay. Right. So, yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. So did you have to be licensed, or just have the schooling?
Long as you have, you say for instance, if I had an RN on site, I'd be able to do it.
Oh.
Yes. And that's the trick of it. You got to have someone that is licensed, a licensed RN or a doctor.
Yeah.
In your, or PRN.
Right.
In your facility. If you don't have any of those, you do not need to do it.
Wow.
But some people, take the risk. I'm not taking the risk.
Right. Nah, you like we said, we about the bag, honey. We ain't about jeopardizing the bag. We're not about jeopardizing.
Not my thing.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Well, I have thoroughly enjoyed this. I have thoroughly, and my thing is, I'm not gonna go yet because you said I've been talking to you for years, and I respond to comments as soon as they come in, and I do look at who they are, but I don't recall, and I feel bad about that.
I can say this. So when we were speaking about celebrity client,
yes,
T.S. Madison.
Yes.
That's one of my clients, and I remember us talking under her post and under my post.
Yeah, because you know what it was? She was there getting a treatment. Yeah, you were doing something. Oh, you were at her house. Okay, you went out to her house. No, that's right. Celebrities, they don't. Yeah, you go to them. Right. Right. You go to them. So yeah, she was getting stuff done, and I love her.
That's me. That was me.
That was you. Look, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody just tell her, Maddie, I'm knocking on your door, Maddie. I'm knocking on your door. All the people. I'm talking to all the people, Maddie. I'm knocking on your door. I love her. I love her.
It's so funny. We was doing the Queen Supreme Court before, all that.
Yes.
I had mentioned her to you, show her your videos. I said, girl, you need this lady here with you. You need her. A lot of stuff happened on the back end of, what was going on. Yeah. I think you would have been there, girl.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Like, she's so, people don't understand about careers. I just started, like, I've been in the business for 20 years, but I was behind the scenes and also figuring out my own personal stuff. Maddie, like, people don't understand. People are in their activity, they're longer. And the longer that you're in, the more ready you are for certain things. And I don't feel like, Maddie has been in it and doing it for a very long time. Shout out to her. I'm very humbled by that. I love what she does, but I respect the hustle. I respect the years.
It's a hustle, honey.
Yes, I respect the years that she has given to her craft. Now, I've given years to my craft, but that whole television and all of that, that's new to me. That's new to me. And especially in America, I have this thing where I'm not really trying to be on American television, because first time somebody say to me, is that a boy or a girl? I'm gonna be like, now see. Yeah, you play with me. So, but yeah, I love her whole camp. I mean, shout out to Oliver, shout out to David Price. Yeah, like, shout out to all of them. Shout out to, oh my God, Chi Chi. Like, she has very great people around her, and that's beautiful. We and this is the thing, we have friends in common. One of my dear friends who I love, who I want to marry, his name is Stevie Boy. He's a fashion designer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's very good friends with him, and like he'll tell me, oh, I got to see Madison next week in Mexico, or this is that and the other, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Yes. But you know what it is? It's a small world after all.
It really is.
It's a small world, and especially if you're good. The greats. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm
super excited. When you hit me up.
But listen, that's what I do. Like, my attitude is this. I talk to everyone, and I will talk to everyone. Everyone. Do you hear me? I will interview my neighbor's dog if they let me. This is me flexing my journalism skills. Something that I have had, again, all my life. I've been a writer all my life. Went all the way to Paris as a model to meet, at that time, the fashion editor of Essence magazine. Her name was Ionia Dunlea, and have her tell me, I wrote her an email, and when she gave me her business card, I wrote her an email to follow up, and she's like, baby, you have a gift to write. You could be a freelance fashion journalist. You could work for many fashion magazines. This is in my blood. I was 22 then. I'll be 40 in September. But you know, like this is a chance. And the reason why I do it, it's a chance to just kind of sharpen my journalism skills. I enjoy doing this. I will talk to everyone because everyone has a story.
Absolutely.
Everyone. There is not one person I could ever bring to this camera that wouldn't have a story about how they grew up, about who they are, about what they do, about their life as an adult, about all their loved ones. Like that's the story. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us human. So yeah, I'm all about the human experience. So I just thank you so much for honoring me with your presence. You know,
thank you.
You're a mess. So listen, give me 3 words that empower and inspire you.
3 words, I can say dedication. That's me. I'm dedicated to what I love doing. Learning to be outspoken as well now, and just learning to love me more.
Yeah.
You know, learning to love me more. And even though I was nervous today, but I said, you know, I'm stepping out now. I'm being more, hey, I gotta be out in the forefront now.
Yeah.
This is it. I've always been the type of person that was quiet, knew what I was doing, and keep it moving. Yeah. But that's just me now. Oh, outspoken. Yes.
It's a good thing to be, because get this, you're in business. Ain't no business ever reached Fortune 500 level with us hiding in the back. I had to do the same thing. I had to come onto this camera. Even when I turned my camera on for the first time on Instagram, I had to do it. It was a must. I could no longer be silent. I was hurting my own pocket. I was hurting my pocket. And I had a story to tell. And what a story to tell.
Yes.
You know, all this experience, all these different, you know, happenings. What a story to tell. So tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
Yes. So you can find me on IG, Marciano King. That is MarcianoKing. You can find me there on Facebook, but I'm normally on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok as well. Marciano King. That's MarcianoKing. Marciano.
Yes, that's right. Going over to TikTok and show them them different things and techniques that you're doing, because I swear they're loving me over there. They're loving.
I love TikTok.
It took me a minute. It took me a minute to figure out how to do it. I couldn't figure out what my niche was. I didn't know what my niche was. And then I wrote these monologues. I wrote, it's called The Insane Fashion Asylum. So I wrote that, and I talk about, you know, being in a padded room with them giving me Gucci and Pucci and Balenciaga and all of these things. And I talk about escaping, and so that it's cute. And then I do my Black history is 365 24/7. So those are my 2 main like monologues, and people are like, yes,
they love it. They love it.
Yeah, you should see in the comments. She ate that. She ate all of y'all. Like, and I'm just like, oh, thanks. And it's going really well. So thank you again.
Be yourself on TikTok. You can be and I love that about TikTok. I'm always myself on TikTok.
But thank you so much. And when you see the legendary T.S. Madison again, please tell her from me that I said congratulations on all of her successes, and that there are so many more to come. She's not done by a long shot. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylings of Mr. Marciano King. Say goodbye, but don't go anywhere. He just said. So did you enjoy? I hope you did. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to cash at me at the Queen of Shade. I am your favorite content creator, right? Right. You want to see more of this content, right? Right. Cash at me. I love you. Mwah.
I've got my black stilettos on. Don't you make me take them off. I'm assuming first position. Gonna show you I'm a boss. I've been given 60 seconds just to put my thing down. I'll have you wanting my stilettos by the time I turn around. Turn that on.